Hey guys, it's Trevor Laird here, and welcome back to Nimera Talk. Now, this week's a little bit different. We are not doing the green screen. That's because I got laser eye surgery, and if I was going to have all those lights on required for green screen, I'd be blinded. I have to wear sunglasses, and it would just look ridiculous. It might not even work. So this week we'll do just a format like this, and then we'll go back to the green screen next week. Now, there's tons to go into this week. The name EON that's been tied to our token for so long is changing, and that's being voted on right now by the community. So we're going to look at that. It's going to represent the new Nimera brand and name. We're also, of course, going to give away $25 worth of EON to one of the viewers of this channel's videos. Look into some dev updates and market news. So let's not delay anymore, and let's get started. Now, when it comes to having a new ticker for this project, keep in mind, guys, that the Nimera team did not actually want to do this. They originally were going to keep with EON. It was actually a community-pushed effort to have them change this, and I think it's a great effort. And it's also good to see that they are willing to accept the ideas of the community and go forward with that, as we are the investors in this project. That's a great relationship forming between the team and actually seeing that in action. So originally we had a ton of suggestions on the Discord chat, but the problem is, guys, these tickers are taken by other projects. So the team had to do a whole bunch of research to figure out what ticker actually matches up with the Nimera name and goes forward representing the project, but is not taken in any other space. So these are the votes that they've given us to choose from. So here we are on the Discord chat for Nimera. Now, if you guys want to get to this vote, if you go up here, you can just click ticker votes. Very easy to see there right below the updates tab. So here's the choices we have. We have NION, which I like, or NION, however you want to say it, XNO, XNA, and NEF. Now, the voting system is simple here. Sorry, I almost forgot to mention here, there was a fifth way, and that was requested by a member of the community, and that is NIME. Actually, NIME is pretty interesting because NIME, I'm going to say them all just so I can get how they feel. We have XNA, NION, NXO, NEF, and NIME. So these actual 4-character ones do have kind of a good smooth feel to them. XNA does as well. They sound good rolling off the tongue, at least in English, and they're pretty, we want them to be easy to remember. But the votes here are pretty obvious what people seem to prefer. So right now, 12 votes for XNA, 40 votes for NION. Yeah, that's really going to be a tough one to beat. Then 10 votes there for NXO, and NEF just has 1 vote. So if you guys want to get in on this, definitely head over to the Discord chat and get your vote in now. Now, of course, it looks like it's going to be NION, which I think is really good. It sounds great rolling off the tongue. Did you purchase any NION? Have you got in on NION? It sounds really, really cool anyways in English, but there are other options there. They're all good, and we'll have to see what comes of it in the end. Now, we cannot go forward without giving away $25 worth of EON. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to somehow pop it up on the screen. And yeah, if this is your address, you are the lucky winner of $25 worth of EON. I'll be sending that to you within the next couple days. And I will, as always, post that transaction on the Nimera weekly Discord chat so you guys can confirm there. For as long as I can remember, the community has wanted more insight into the dev team itself and what they're working on. And up until this point, they have released things and changed things over time and released it as they're doing it. But they have not given us a core update every few weeks or even each month. This is all changing. You could tell so much is changing within this project. We have just a monstrous shift is happening, and that's such a good thing. So we have received now our first official dev team update number 1. So let's take a look. Okay, here we go. Nimera Weekly Development Report 11/12/2020. I love it. This is dev update number 1, and of course this will be of many. So they just basically say here that it's talking about a regular update schedule to give information on what they're working on, plus their current and future plans. So it says here that this is for the past week, but I don't quite know yet how often they're going to be doing these, but I do love it. Great job, guys. So basically Nimera swap, there's a couple of fixes that happened there on the swap. It shows here that we had
Ichiro Games added as a token. Yearn Finance Platinum has been added, and Yearn Finance Limited has been added there as well. So this is a good one actually. That's going to give a warning if the price, if you're going to add one currency to the swap, it's going to give you a warning if it's above 12% of a change in the price, and it's going to actually block it if it's 25%. So this will really save people from making a large mistake and affecting the price really rapidly. Multiple fixes to the Channels app as well. Now on Android, it's showing this new version of Channels. Hopefully that comes to iOS very shortly. I'm hoping for next week so I can review it. And then of course the Nimera blockchain. We have a couple of new tokens added to the exchange as well as Channels and some backend stuff there. So these reports, guys, are great, and I can't wait to see more coming in the future.
Wow, all good stuff there. So definitely, I hope to see these dev updates continue to come. Now it's time, guys, to go into the Nimera Exchange market news, see what's happening on the exchange, also look at what's going on with the swap. There's some new pairs there, and we'll finalize with some global cryptocurrency market news.
Now let's get started with the Nimera ecosystem health check here. All is green across the board. That's what we want to see. Now, under past incidents, you're going to see almost every day over the last week they had planned maintenance. I think this was doing really to adjust a lot of the swap pairs there. They were adding new pairs all the time and doing lots of little hot fixes. So great job to the team to be constantly on that. But everything is green across the board. Now, first thing on the exchange, let's take a peek over at the swap itself. We can go over to stats. And what we're going to see is there are some new tokens here. We have Ichiro Games here added in. Of course, Uniswap was added in at the beginning of the week. Wi-Fi Credits Group and Yearn Finance Limited and Platinum. Now you can click into these to actually see what they are. So this is a pretty cool little way to do this. And then you can also start to see the transactions, the website, all of that. So you can do your research before you trade. Now, if we jump back here to the stats and we can see those new pools. You're also going to see that volume has been increasing on the swap steadily. Going over to the giveaway, the two top spots here have not changed. So these people have added really a lot, like 63,000 euros here, almost 53,000 euros. And I've tried to add to it, guys, at 4,500 euros, but still a very small amount here. But there's lots of room, guys. We have a top 50 here for people putting in on it. So just if you have 100 euros, you're going to get part of that prize pool right now. So get on that contest before around December 20th. Now, if we jump over to the exchange, everyone's going to be talking about EON this week because, of course, the price is so volatile. Like we can go down to 1 cent to 10 cents to 15 cents and back and forth. And there was even a couple jump points there where it hit like 50, 60, 70 cents briefly. So just monster volatility. We did seemingly have one trader who went on there and sold as much EON as they could on pretty much all the pairs. And that jumped it up quickly on this BTC pair anyways to about a million EON per BTC. And then it corrected back very quickly to 450, but that's again without a ton of volume there. So we're going to see this high volatility, but I think we can obviously see that the price point is moving up at a steady pace. So if we look at the other EON pairs now to see what's happening on the fiat side and the other BTC pair, again, we can see that same price action here where it dropped down to, about 1.5 cents on that one sale. And then of course, if we look at the buy orders, though, on this USDT pair here for EON, it's really around 5 cents, anything significant. I think this is a good one to kind of go by here. 5.5 cents somebody's willing to sell for, 1,100. That's not bad there. And then, of course, as we look here, there's not a lot going on here, guys. So price point wise, I mean, a couple $1,000 here, and we're getting up to the 15, 30 cent range. So you can see the upward momentum potential is really, really, really high. And I mean, if you were looking for an entry point into EON, this might not be a bad time. Now, as we can see on the euro side, we did have a massive spread this week, 10 cents to 2 cents. Wow, it's really, really crazy, guys. This is not indicative of any sort of sell-off. It's not happening. There's just not enough volume to really ascertain what it is. But I mean, I wouldn't sell for less than 25 cents, but that's just because I have so much confidence in the project. I think, though, if you look here, even on this euro pair here, you're talking like what, 10,000 euros before it gets up to 10 cents again, but these do change all the time. And then you can see where it really goes. So there's not a lot of opportunity to buy. People are not willing to sell their EONs cheap right now. And of course, people are trying to kind of get in on desperate sellers who need to move off. There's going to be people whenever BTC takes a jump that want to kind of move off any of their secondary projects into BTC, but I would not do that right now. Now jumping over to the global side for the last 7 days. Whoa, lots of movement here. Now it looks like everything is red, but trust me, this was a lot redder in the middle of the week, down almost 6-7%. And well, geez, it got higher at some points there too. So now a bit of a recovery last night, last minute to push BTC back over the 19,000 USD mark. And it's really almost even to what it was 7 days ago. Now, ETH has taken a correction, but it's really still up on the month like crazy. XRP, the biggest hit this week, about 15%, but that seems to be recovering because it was at about 18% down earlier this morning. Link as well took a big hit this week. Now, of course, this is not a bad thing at all, even though it looks like a pile of red. If we look at the month on total here, we have a pretty good thing happening. There, let's see if it recorrects there for our month. There we go. Okay, let's look at the month. This is a good month for cryptocurrency. XRP up almost 100%, BTC up almost 19%, and ETH up 24%. So obviously there is a lot of good things happening in the world of cryptocurrency.
Well, guys and girls, that's all I have for you for this week. Now, I do have a couple things I want to mention. There is a rollout right now for a large channels update, a big refresh on channels. Right now, that's come out on Android. I'm an iOS user, so I will be reviewing that next week when it does hit iOS. The other thing I want to mention is that we are going to be doing another AMA with the Nimera CEO, Andrew Zamin. I realized we did one recently, but it just makes sense with all this new stuff coming out that we should have another chat with them, because I think you guys are going to have a lot of fresh questions with all of these new products and shifts within the project. So if you can, go on to the Discord chat under Nimera Weekly, and then start adding your AMA questions there. Just put hashtag AMA and put your questions. As many as you want, it doesn't matter. We'll thin it out afterwards and combine the ones that are there. You can also leave them in the comment section below to this video, and I'll incorporate them over onto the Discord chat if you are not on it. But you guys, if you're not on the Discord chat, you want to get on that, because that's where you can get into all the conversation about this project. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave your EON address in the comments section below, and you'll be entered into next week's draw. For Nimera Talk, I'm Trevor Laird.